Universal days or Marvel and or DC. Wanted big franchise and money. Easy. Old horror movie icons and the script not cheesy. The dark universe were solid, could not lose. But Tom Cruise couldn't say this wreck. Exposition overload hung by the neck. Ho ho ho, hi ho. And they've already had signed a check. So the dark universe then met its bitter end. Even though Sophia, she could twist and bend. There were big money productions and Easter eggs. But it was dull and boring and also full of Gregs. Now this review it is about to start. And I'm gonna tell you straight from my heart. Ho ho ho, hi ho, hi! This movie is more than this game with Bart. Oh ho ho ho, hi ho. Yes, this movie is more than this game with Bart. So, Nick Morton, played by Tom Cruise, he is a scavenger hunter, artifact collector, soldier fortune type of guy. His job description is really not that important. He collects artifacts from conflict zones which he sells on the black market, which is great, I suppose. Our hero, everybody, via what I can only describe as some of the most contrived circumstances in recorded history in movie making, he finds a tomb where they find the mummy. Now the mummy is loaded onto a military aircraft and then is taken out of there for reasons. I see absolutely nothing bad happening from this, correct? Incorrect. Oh, right, yeah. So the plane crashes, the mummy slips out, she wants Tom Cruise for reasons, but that's not very important why she wants him. It's definitely not important. But do you want to know what is important? Something is terribly important. The important thing is that there is an organization that tries to track down these sort of phenomenons. Yes! Yes! It exists an organization that tracks down mummies and werewolves and stuff like this. And it is run by Nick Fury. No, sorry. Russell Crowe. And that's what's important. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. I have watched movies with glee and delight for decades, and I have not come across a movie that has been so damaged by its own agenda. Tom Cruise and the mummy is the third most important thing in this movie. The third most. The most important thing, it is establishing the dark universe. That's it. The second most important thing, it is, my God, what stuff is going to come in the future? That's the second most important thing. Third, maybe this story, and we'll get to why that is a terrible idea. But first, all things come to an end. All good things must at one time just end. And a streak of never having ever done a single crappy movie is now ending for Tom Cruise. Now, either you love him or you don't. One thing is for sure, I have never seen Tom Cruise in a movie that has been shit. I have seen him in a couple of movies that has not been great, but still has been, okay to pretty good to very good to excellent, and most stuff he has done has actually been great to excellent. Seeing that Tom Cruise didn't care about this one, and seeing how he basically phoned it in for the first time ever, even though the movies in is not great, he always finds, you know, energy and effort to make it at least, you know, interesting to look at, or, you know, at least entertaining. The biggest problem for this movie is not the exposition or the backstories or the flashbacks or the extremely clunky way that they're telling this story. It's so muddled. They're just jamming it down your throat like this movie. That's what they're going for here. It reeks of desperation. It reeks of just studio executives begging on their knees, please like our movie, it will be great, we swear. Your life makes me sad. It is not a bad idea to try to do this, but it was doomed from the start because they were not interested in this movie. They were interested in the movies that would come. And say what you will about the DC universe, they actually took the time to make at least some of their movies feel like it mattered. But this one doesn't. And it is so sad to see. But compared to the movies with Brendan Fraser that came out in 1999, 2002 and 2007, they were entertaining nonsense. And I liked the first one. The first one I think was pretty great. The second one, not so much. And the third one was just, I don't know what that even was. It was kind of boring. But the fact was, it was still just some entertaining nonsense. But this movie scrapped out the entertaining bit. The action sequences are mundane and boring. The entire third act is so horrendously boring and uninteresting that I lost every shred of interest in this movie whatsoever. Now that would have been damaging to any movie, but this one also had the disadvantage of having the wet, heavy blanket of the dark universe just grinding it down. And I don't know if I've ever seen a movie being exposition to death like this one. Sofia Boutella's vengeful mummy could have been an interesting and great character, but she just suffers from that we get her backstory written on our nose right away, no mystery, nothing. That was a fucking disgrace. Sofia Boutella is fantastic in this one. She actually feels like she's giving it some shit. But the entire thing with her and Tom Cruise is just, I don't understand it, and I don't care. And the rest of the cast just feels like interchangeable red shirts without personality. I cannot recall a single person or a single character from this entire thing. The chick that he hooks up with or something like that, I have no idea what she had anything to do with this one. It's just so boring. I was actually kind of interesting for this one. That was before I knew that this was just a corny move to try to get the dark universe off the ground. I've said dark universe lots and lots of time right now. As it stands right now, March 2020, it seems to be completely dead, the entire thing, but never say never in these cases, but I think it's pretty dead by now. And this makes me even more sad for this one. It isn't the worst I've seen. Tom Cruise's star power still shimmers through his phoned-in performance, and there are moments that are kind of works, but I would have been so much more forgiving to it if they would have just relaxed a little bit on all this exposition and all this stuff. It is not a very entertaining movie. It's pretty boring. It's pretty bland. It tries so hard to be something cool and awesome and entertaining, but it fails because it doesn't have an identity. It's baffling, actually. It is one of the weakest blockbuster movies I have seen for quite some time. Big money productions like this one usually at least push it up towards the 26, 27, but this one has to settle with a mere 20 rating. It is the worst movie I think I've ever seen Tom Cruise in, and that's a shame. It just doesn't work. It just feels like some old late 90s, 2000 movie without the hokey charm. Yes, so the Dark Universe is dead, I guess. Are you sad about that? Are you happy about that? Comment below and we'll see each other next time. The Beast is signing out. Jesus Christ, it's windy today.